dramaticness to it. I'm sure we've all been in flow classes before where the transitions have been a little uneven, or we're wondering what's going on. So there is a little bit of science to our instructions and our sequencing, and this is my interpretation of Vinyasa Krama. So let's start in Tadasana. Feet together, big toes touch, and ground down through all four corners of your feet. And as you ground down through the four corners of your feet, I'd like you to feel a nice long line of energy rebounding up through the crown of your head. Surya Namaskara A is a wonderful way to explore this kind of theme of Vinyasa Krama. So, palms open up. As you inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Look up, bring your palms to touch. As you exhale, hinge at the hips, lean forward and fold, exhaling the breath out. Press into the four corners of your feet. Inhale, elongate your spine, and then step back to plank pose, top of a push-up. Pause in plank pose. Ground the hands evenly, lift your sternum. Exhale, chaturanga. Draw the elbows in line with the shoulders. Inhale to upward facing dog. Press the inner hand as the sternum rises. Exhale to downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths. So you kind of want to find a balance when you're in a flow setting of just the right amount of instruction so that someone feels, again, safe, that the movement is fluid, but they don't feel, as I like to say, bombarded with just too many instructions. So bend your knees a lot. Look forward. Keep your hips lifting, straight arms, step or jump the feet to meet the hands. Right as the feet land, straighten the legs, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root your feet. Come all the way up to standing. Straight arms as the sternum and gaze go up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach your arms. Firm the triceps as the palms meet. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhaling, top of the sternum lengthens. Exhale, step back again to plank. Once you're in plank, pause. Engage the inner thighs to lift, tailbone down. Chaturanga, elbows in line with shoulders. Inhale, up dog. Outer ankles in, sternum up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Couple deep breaths here. As you root into the hands, firm the arms to straighten. Nice simple action. As the arms straighten, lengthen the spine, which is the whole meaning of down dog. We want the spine to lengthen. Bend your knees, look forward, end of your exhale, step or jump. Inhale, flat back, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold, soften your face. Inhale, root your feet, come all the way up to standing, side body lengthening. Exhale, hands to the heart. 1 more time. Inhale, reach your arms, sternum up, gaze up. Hinge at the hips, elongate as you fold. Come onto your fingertips, flat back, shoulder heads back. This time step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, sternum up, collarbones wide. Exhale, downward facing dog. So again, Krama to step, Vinyasa to place. V in a special way. So let's go over some of the transitions in just the externally rotated standing postures first. So I'm going to do it from downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward in between your hands. Pivot the back foot at an angle and pause. So please line up heel to arch. So walk your right foot a little bit over so the heel of the foot is lined up with the arch of the back foot. Seal the outer edge of the back foot into the mat. Make sure your toes are pointed at around 10 o'clock. Send your right hand to the inside of the foot. Bring your left arm up to the ceiling and pause. It's always intelligent to talk about what's on the ground first, the foundation. It's like a basement in my opinion. If the foundation is off, then everything else kind of in the house, which is your body, is going to be feeling a little crooked. So weights in the front heel of all bent leg postures. Seal the outer edge of the back foot into the mat so that there's not too much weight on the inner edge. And then breathe for a moment. It's a nice simple action, stacking the shoulders as you exhale. Maybe thinking of elongating the spine as you inhale, just like we did when we were forward folding. 2 more breaths like this. Feel your collarbones widely spread, just like the upward facing dog. And then look down. Press the right heel, come up to your second warrior, gazing ahead and pause. Have your front thigh parallel to the mat, then nice and deep. As you do that, reiterate the action of your back foot sealing and the back leg nice and straight. So some of the actions and instructions that I give are very dynamic and very simple. Bend your front leg 90. Okay? Root, seal the outer edge of the back foot. I'm going to ask that you close your eyes. So some instructions are a little bit more subtle. Could you use your breath to start to lift very subtly from the navel to the sternum, to the crown of your head? Imagine your inhale doing that. Could you use your exhale to soften the shoulder heads, relax the muscles in your face? So in that sense, there's two different kind of approaches of instruction that you can give your students. Let your eyes gently open and then release your hands to the mat. Palms are flat, ball of the back foot, look forward, step the right leg back to meet the left toes, plank, top of a push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, shoulder heads back, collarbones wide. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward in between your hands. Pivot the back foot at an angle. Take the time, line up heel to arch. Bring your left hand to the inside of the foot. Look at your back foot. Make sure there's more outer edge of the foot than inner edge. And make sure the toes are pointing to around 2 o'clock. You don't want the foot at 3 o'clock. And then float your right arm up. Pause. Open your chest. Take a moment to feel a little bit of the spaciousness right away of the posture. Another wonderful instruction while you're in postures is to just simply focus on your breathing. As you inhale, can you feel your lungs up? And as you exhale, can you visualize them emptying and possibly soften something in your face? And again, there's very specific instructions, the alignment, the foundation, and then there's also a little bit more subtle, just the energy and the space of the pose. We'll be here for 2 more breaths. As you ground your left heel down, feel your left hip wrap in. As you seal the outer edge of your back foot, feel the right thigh firm. And then look down. Inhale, press off the left heel, come up to the second warrior. Pause here. Okay, so let's make sure your front leg stays bent 90 degrees. The weight remains in the left heel, and the left hip firms in. Always reiterating kind of from the ground up in the most basic actions. Firm the back leg as the outer edge of the foot seals. Now close your eyes. So notice you have this ability to direct your breath. You're in control of your breath. You can direct the energy of it, what it gives you, what it feeds you. As you inhale, you draw a line from the navel to the sternum to the crown of the head. As you exhale, can you soften the shoulders? Open the eyes this time. 3 more breaths. As you inhale, from the muscle to the bone in the arch. As you exhale, soften the space between your eyes. Please bend another inch, and then hands to the mat. Be on the ball of your back foot, palms flat. Step back to plank pose, top of a push-up. Lower, chaturanga, exhale. And then deep breath to up dog. Lift the sternum a little higher. Exhale to downward facing dog all the way back. And then bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Right as the feet land, straight legs flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press your feet. Come all the way up, side body lengthens. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Okay, triangle to Ardha Chandrasana. Step the legs wide out. Start with the feet parallel, float your arms out to the side. What I like people to feel here is, this as you ground down into all 4 corners of the feet, lift your quads up and lengthen the sides of your body. And then rotate your right leg out 90 degrees so the toes point forward. Spin your back toes in a little bit at an angle. Do what you just did in the left side of your body. Firm your left quad and lengthen the left side of your body. And then gaze beyond your right fingertips on an exhale. Think of hinging forward, elongating the side body as the right arm comes down and the left arm comes up. Shoulders stack. As your right hip wraps firmly in, press the mound of your right big toe down and open your chest. Reiterate the action of your back foot pressing, the quad lifting, And again, tricky here, side body lengthening, but hopefully you felt it upright and can reaccess it when you're hinging forward. And we'll be here for 3 more breaths. And I like to use the last few breaths, not for those very big actions, but more for just the more subtlety of heart open, space soften, breath smooth. Okay, so transitioning from our triangle pose to Ardha Chandrasana, most important thing is to keep that front leg safe, the knee safe. So look down, bend your front leg. Start to track the knee over the ankle as you reach your right hand a few inches in front of the right pinky toe. Float your back leg up. Draw your right hip in as you lift the right quad, knee right in line with the ankle. Flex your back foot and then stretch your top arm up. Beautiful, guys. Breathe in. Continue to draw the right hip to the center line as you ground the mound of the right big toe. Good. Elongate that back heel. Pretend there's a wall. Push it against the wall, and now send your sternum more forward. Use the last 2 exhales to stretch and open your collarbones. And then one more breath. Lift the left fingertips up. Now, so slowly, look down. You're going to reverse. Bend your right leg. Watch your knee. I do each time. Draw the hip in as you reach the left leg back, making sure the knee doesn't buckle. Start to straighten your right leg. Lift that quad up. Look up for a moment. Be in the pose. And then look down. Inhale. Root your feet to come up. And we'll switch sides. So rotate the right foot in. Pause. Feet parallel again. So feeling that lift of the right quad, the length of the side body. So I would teach that here so you could then feel it.
Chưa, chị đang tập yoga. Ráng rỡ. Chọn biệt nhớ nha, lập tích. Gặp mà không? Chơi ở đâu đó? Chơi với ai đó? Chơi với ai đó? Dữ ha. Rồi ngày mai đi học rồi. Ngày mai chị mà ra nha. Bây giờ cháu ra sao được? Cháu về cháu giúp anh Vinh đó. Hả? Cháu lớn rồi, thanh niên rồi, quan tâm đến trung thu nữa mà. Cháu bây giờ người lớn rồi, trẻ con chơi cái này mà. Rồi tối đi ngủ mốt á. Ui, ở nhà nghỉ à? Không về nhà bạn à? Ok, ở đó. Đúng đó. Biết tính như vậy là tốt. Ui, trời ơi, anh Vĩnh Hà phỏng người chó mà. Ui trời. Bye chở mấy gọi điện cho mà trốn này.
But when you're hinged forward, left leg out, 90 degrees, rotate it. Back toes at an angle. Always an angle to protect the knee. Okay, you make sure that's set up. And on your next exhale, hinging, like there's a karate chop here. Elongated. Beautiful. Left arm down, top arm up. Reiterating what we just did. Seal the back foot, engage the quad. And make sure you're continuing to lengthen the sides of the body. Now as you draw the left hip firmly into the center line, round the mound of the big toe down, and lean back into the pose. And at this point, always check in with breath. So if we're just focused on the exact alignment, we forget the whole essence of the practice, which is our breathing and quieting the mind. So in essence, what we're doing right now is Vinyasa Krama. Step, place, in a special way. So let's use Vinyasa Krama to go into Ardha Chandrasana. Bend your left leg, step, place in a special way. Track the knee, draw the hip in as you float the left arm out. Float the back leg up, flex the foot. If you think about it, you could like cook breakfast using Vinyasa Krama. It's just paying very specific attention. Firm your left hip in so that the knee tracks over the ankle, quad engaged. Beautiful. Flex the back foot, push it against an imaginary wall, then rebound your sternum in an opposite direction. Open your chest, widen your collarbones. Link each breath to a present moment, whether it's a little movement in action or surrendering or letting go. In essence, we're just paying special attention and care to each moment that we're here. Look down. Slowly bend your left leg. Hip is in as you go back into your triangle pose. Hip is in, mound of the big toe presses. Come back to the pose for a second, open the chest. And then look down first. Press the feet. Inhale, come up to standing. Parallel your feet. And then bend your knee. Step or jump to the front of the mat. Tadasana. Okay. Surya Namaskara B. Just going to do one round. So the way I learned Vinyasa Krama was through Vinyasa, was through the sun salute, because there's a very specific breath count that you take with the actions, but then again, you take it even further to the transitions in and out of the postures. So we're going to do one round of sun salute, Surya B with the breath count. On your inhale, bend the knee, weights in the heels, hips drop, tailbone drops, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold, feel the quads engage as you do. Inhale, keep them engaged, elongate your spine. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, deep breath, feel the back bend, coil the spine to the chest. Exhale, down dog. On that exhale, step the right foot forward, pivot the back foot at an angle. Inhale, feel the back foot, root the front heel, look up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, engaged legs as you lower. Inhale, ground the inner hand as the sternum rises. Exhale, down dog. On that exhale, left foot steps, seal the back foot. Heel to heel is your alignment. Inhale, root the feet, rise up, straight arms as the palms meet. Exhale, hands to the mat. Same exhale to lower you down. Let the breath be empty. Inhale, up dog, sternum up. Exhale, down dog. 5 breaths. Again, it's like making, when I'm teaching in a vinyasa setting, just like that perfect amount of ingredients in like a delicious dinner. I like to relate things to food quite often. Just the right amount of instructions for people to feel safe so that the knees, the wrists, all little areas, joints and ligaments are never compromised, that their safety is always thought of. And also that we don't feel like we're over-dwelling on things, that you still feel the ability to move and flow. So bend your knees generously. Look forward. Empty the breath. Spring up a little higher. Inhale. Heart lifts up. Exhale. Forward fold. Bend your knees. Drop your hips. Utkatasana. Press the heels to stand. Hands to the heart center. Surya A to get back to down dog. Inhale, arms rise up. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Empty the breath out. Inhale halfway, melt the shoulder blades a bit, step or float, chaturanga. No air bubbles under the hands. Inhale, full wide breath. Exhale, down dog. So one of the transitions we see almost in every flow class that we take is veer 1 to veer 2. And in fact, that is a very challenging and what could be considered unsafe transition unless taught correctly. And the reason being is it puts at risk the knee and also the sacrum. So like you don't want to over instruct it in a class because then people are it's too much information. So listen to it flow in the way I've found that works the best. Please step your right foot forward, pivot the back foot at an angle. Come up to your first warrior, inhale. Look up, bring your palms to touch. As you open to the second warrior, please bring your right foot a little bit to the left so your heel to arch. So heel to arch the foot, scoot it over. Maybe widen the stance a little. Gaze beyond your fingertips. Excellent. And then hands to the mat. And I'm just going to come back to the old Vinyasa. That works too. We're not saying it doesn't work, but it's just a lot more than Vinyasa. The other side. As if in a flow class, left foot forward, back foot pivot. Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale, rise up. As you open the arms to Vira 2, please bring the foot a little bit to the right so your heel to arch. Widen your stance slightly. And a nice 90 degrees. Firm the back leg. Take one more breath. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back into plank. Flow through your Vinyasa. Beautiful. Okay. And quite often, after we do the sun salutes to warm up, and then we do the external postures to build heat, open the hips, start to open the chest, we usually at this point put into our classes a bunch of neutrals and a bunch of twists. So in the twists, most important thing is always the foundation of where the feet are, and we try to square the hips. So the hips being square allows us to lengthen the spine evenly. When the spine lengthens evenly, we get a deeper twist. So again, in a flow setting, I try to give just the right amount of ingredients, of instructions for the students to approach that without, again, making them feel that we're being kind of neurotic and compulsive about it. So I'm going to give you a twisting sequence, Jesse Schein style. Step your right foot forward in between your hands. Walk your back foot in a few inches. Straighten your front leg. Line up heel to heel. Bring your hands to your hips. Press the feet. Inhale, come up. Ground the ball of your front foot. Lift the quad as you draw the right hip back. I'm going to take one more breath here. Seal the back foot. Lift the quad as you draw the left hip forward till the hips are square. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Parisa Trikonasana. Exhale, reach forward. Hand comes down inside or outside of the foot. Send your right arm up to the ceiling. And for a moment, reiterate the actions of the grounding of your front foot, the lift of the quad. Reiterate the actions of the outer edge of your back foot, strong leg. And then give a little more right hip back, left hip forward. Excellent. Now everyone pay attention to your spine. Take 2 long breaths, lengthening the spine. Make it happen. As we know, we're in control of our breath. We can guide it where we want. Now, last 3 breaths. Make it somewhat delicious here. Spread the collarbones. Good. 2 more. Melt the shoulder blades into the chest. Good. 1 more. Keep the back heel rooting. Reach a little higher with the top arm. And then look down and release the hands to the mat. Bring them onto your hips. Inhale to come up. And step your back foot to meet your front foot in front of the mat. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Utkatasana. Hands to the heart center. Hook the left elbow to the right leg. Once you hook the elbow tricep in there, take a look at your knees for a second. Make sure they're together. If there was a sheet of paper, it wouldn't slide forward. Then you know hips are in one line. And then maybe left arm down, right arm up. Totally up to you. Feel the grounding of your heels. Take 2 big breaths. Lengthen the spine as long as you can. Use each exhale to find the spreading of the collarbones. We're almost there. 3 breaths. Use the exhale to lift the sternum, melt the shoulder blades, and use this last breath. Go to your edge. Bend, but twist. And then forward fold. Relax, let it go. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step back to plank. Take it through a vinyasa. In a way, when you're teaching in these class settings, it's almost, I have to think of it sometimes, you're conducting an orchestra of energies. Step your left foot forward. I get very passionate about it. Walk your back foot in a couple of inches. Straighten your front leg, line up heel to heel. Place your hands on your hips. Inhale to come up. I like to take a good couple of seconds here to set this up. So, press into the ball of your left foot. Feel the quad engage and the hip draw in. So this part of the pose is the stable part. Okay, seal the back foot, lift this quad, and draw this hip forward. Now both these parts, they don't move anymore. You keep them nice and stable. The movement now is the right arm coming up. Inhale. And then exhale, reach forward. Hand down inside or outside. Parita Trikonasana, left arm up. You're there, just remind the students, just breathe, just go over what you just did for a moment. The feet, the squaring of the hips. Because again, that's what's going to keep us from falling. And then it's a gear shift. Pay attention now to your spine. Get it nice and long. With each breath in, there's the opportunity to do so. With each breath out, spread your collarbones. Open your chest. Feel the shoulder blades melt. Maybe it's a moment to just remind them why they're doing this pose. Twisting, amazing posture to detox, bring out the kidneys and the liver. That always gets my mind to stay in one extra breath. So take it, one extra breath. Ground the back heel, lift the arm up a little more, and then release it down. Soften the muscles in your face. Good. Hands to the hips. Inhale, come up. Step your back foot to meet your front foot. Do one more twist. Release your arms by your side. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Flow with the breath. Hands to the heart because you're tired by now. Elbow to knee. So get in there. Remind them to be safe. Take a look at your knees. Take 1 second. Make sure the right knee's not popping forward. If it's not, you're set to go. Go a little deeper to your edge. Drop the push. Elongate the spine. And be here for your exhale. That is what's twisting you, beautiful. Deeper. Spine to the chest. Awesome. Almost there. Chest widens and lifts. And then relax the toes. Take one more breath. And then forward fold. Release it. And I'm going to just have you guys come into child's pose. Take a break. So, child's pose. Vinyasa Krama. So, as I said before, stepping to place in a very special way. So it's kind of, I've learned almost a little, not an art form, but takes a little bit of trust in your knowledge and understanding and your experience in teaching. And after many years of being in these rooms and seeing what works and what doesn't work, I trust and believe, and as you can see, enjoy so much this idea of having each moment that the students are in postures be special moments, because they are. And I ask that they don't take it for granted. And I kind of use this mantra when I'm writing sequences, when I'm giving instructions, and ultimately, I hope that my students get an experience where they feel more open, stronger, trusting of their practice, and they feel better at the end of their practice than they did in the beginning, without any injury and without ever feeling defeated. Enjoyed my chapter on Vinyasa Krama.